warm welcome to Sfunukwazi, a show that is made especially for you, a show that is made to enlighten, inform and clarify you. At last, something that will act as the eyes, the ears and the voice of students. All of this made, of course, possible by you, the students. My name is Elizabeth Matilso-Debela and I'll be your host for the duration of the show. On today's show, my panel of guests consists of the previous SRC presidents and our current SRC president. Stay tuned as I clobber them with questions. Sfunukwazi! Did you have a POA, and if yes, what was your POA?
I did have a POA. My POA was to draft a transport policy, which I did. It was also to change condos and give student advances, which also I managed to do that. And also it was to review the contract of SICHAP, that it should be terminated in due course, and that also I have achieved. So it was to other POAs that I have. Okay, it was.
How many POAs do you get to have?
No, to enlighten students. I mean, as a SRC member, you are from a certain clan or an organization. So you get a POA from them as an organization or a mandate to call it, and you also get a POA, and you also have a POA which you draft, which is a mandate of the student body meeting, because you draft a POA based on the needs of students. Okay. Yes.
So did you have a mandate from the students?
Yes, I did. I did see a need of cafeteria to live, and I did see a need of changing the policy, and also to have a policy which guides us in terms of transport.
Is there anything outstanding that you could not accomplish from your POA?
Yeah, it's. I think it was to open Club ICU, I guess, which the current deputy president external, I urge him to do so in terms of entertainment to improve social activities around campus.
The SRC constitutes of different employees from different organizations. So how do you manage as the SRC for that year? How do you manage to harmonize the climate in the SRC office? Because I believe you come with different mandates from different organizations, and obviously those people wanna accomplish what is mandated to them by their organization.
Yeah, no, I can say however, I think the availability of the constitution, SRC constitution, guide us in all what to do, because we draft our mandate within. We have our respective mandate from organization, and when you come to the office as an SRC member, you don't represent any organization, you represent students. Thus you are guided by the black and white document which you get into the office, and you also draft a mandate based on the student body.
Okay. Alright. So okay, as Andrea, you had to juggle between academics, students, management, and of course the scandals that the SRC find themselves in. What would you say is the most likely temptation for SRC members to fall prey on?
Well, there are not temptations per se, but to speak of the scandals in the academics, I think there is no academic support to SRC members, because balancing the two is quite difficult. And being a student leader and also become a student, it's a very difficult concept. One of the two has to be compromised at the end of the day. Okay. And it depends which one. It's either you compromise your duties as an SRC member, or you compromise your academics. So if ever there was a support system for SRC members, things were going to be easy. And most SRC members it was going to be easy to access them, because some of them are not accessible because of the duties of the what can I say, of the time frame. It's not conducive for both of them. And also coming to the hurricanes and all those things, I mean, it's people want to be famous on some different level. We all want to be famous with things that we do differently.
People want to be famous.
People want to be famous.
Who wants to be famous? The person who rides the tsunami, or the hurricanes, or what?
Definitely, I don't think you can sit down in your room and write bad stuff about yourself. It's a person who writes, who wants to be seen and to be heard. So if ever, what I would urge students is that a student must read political journals, and also students must also be keen in understanding what's going on around them, so that they can assist or they can have constructive criticism towards their leaders. That is allowed. That is allowed. Maybe because we don't have a suggestion box as SRC, then they can't suggest such things. But you can approach them. I mean, they're approachable. They're human beings after all. You can approach them and talk to them, or even write letters to the president. That's another problem.
It's very interesting for you to say that these people want to be famous, but then at the end of each hurricane or each tsunami, those people do not sign there that Sfunukwazi said this about Andrea, or Sfunukwazi said this about anybody. How then do you get to be famous?
No, they do. It's for them not to sign. It's strategic because they don't want to be held accountable for that, because it's not allowed on campus.
Mr. Nkuna, how then do they become famous?
No, we know them, and students know them because they go to students and confess about things that they write.
You know this for a fact?
Yeah? Yes, it's for a fact, ma'am. I'm from DC as I'm speaking to you right now, with such incidences which have happened previously.
If these people are famous, would you like to say their names?
No. And that cannot be done publicly.
I mean, they want to be famous, Mr. Nkuna.
Yes, they want to be famous, but I cannot make them famous. Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to say to the current SRC?
No, I wish them all the best of luck. And what I've suggested, I suggest they get an academic support from the management or the mandate in order for them to work effectively in the office and also balance the academics. Mm-hmm. They are students after all, they need their degrees. And also, they should account in for whatever they do in the office. I cannot say anything else. After all, there are things after all. Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us, Ms. Sfunukwazi, and we hope when we call you again, you will still be willing.
I've got things to do.
It rained hurricanes, it rained tsunamis. Today, namhlanje, it's raining Sfunukwazi. Fellow students, Sfunukwazi is here to stay. With your support, we're gonna go a long way because we as students really want to know. I want to thank my guests that were here today and say that they must just keep it up and do a good job, especially to the current SRC. We're looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us.